Alright, Lanta, so it's currently a great time to be playing a Bleach Soul Resonance, and today we did get a new update, so we're going to go over everything that was included in this patch, which is now available for all 4 versions of the game. First and foremost, what you're going to see straight away is a 2-week login bonus that includes some really good rewards. It starts off with 2 character limited summon tickets, then we get weapons, then we're getting more summon tickets, a decent amount too at 5. On day 5, you then get 10 stamp Nexus items. Really glad to see these items become a bit more common because I really feel like they should be. Until now, essentially, you were really only getting 30 a month. Enough to 6-star one character's gear for the most part. But then we continue to get really good items here, more Stamp Nexus items, more summon tickets. And this is only our first login bonus. We are going to get another one next week with the release of Nelly Yao. So really generous login bonus here. After that, we have an update to the Symphony of War Kenpachi daily event. So right now you can buy 10 more trial certificates. You're going to be able to use these in a certain mode in this particular section. But at the same time, you also can get a Yachiru Lunar New Year avatar frame, which actually looks pretty cool. Now, this has been available for a week, but you actually can get a dynamic avatar Kenpachi pack for like $5. So this with Yachiru's frame is kind of a crazy combo, I will be honest. But since we are now currently on day 15 of Symphony of War, now what we have access to is the Pure Fury event, where the idea of this event is that you can select the stamp that you want, guaranteed, by the way. So an individual piece of any item, whether that's Kenpachi set, Gin set, Aizen set, Byakuya, Sergeant, Ichigo, for example. Any character's piece you want, you can get it right now, guaranteed. So now, as for me, I don't really think I can get much use of this event because I feel like I've gotten really good pieces for most of my characters, but let's just, for the sake of it, say Kenpachi. So by playing this event, I'm now guaranteed this set, and then now we can select the bonuses that we want. So let's say stamp 1, I want slash damage bonus. Stamp 2, I want crit rate. And then stamp 3, I either want alt charge rate or I want element damage. With that, you can then save it, jump into the quest, you get a decent amount of items, 10 imaginary fragments, so you can then create more 5-star stamp sets. But let's actually jump into the quest. I don't assume it's going to be a difficult fight, right? Should be relatively easy. Is it? Yeah, it seems like it. Once we start dealing damage with Kenpachi, we should be good to go. So yeah, we're doing a lot of damage right now with Kenpachi on the special attack. Just a few more hits and the Kenpachi should go down. Boom. Boom. Okay, never mind. We didn't even get to finish the final hit. So relatively easy. 26-second clear time. You only do get one piece, but it is going to be guaranteed the one that you want. In this case, we actually got a decent piece. I don't think something I'm going to use because, again, I'm pretty happy with my Kenpachi set. So I'm really going to have to scavenge my account just to see what character needs upgrading in terms of their stamps right now. But we did get the guaranteed basic stat. That's the most important part. And it's not a horrible piece because we did get crit damage, ultimate charge rate, and also attack. So you're not guaranteed, per se, to get a really good piece. But this should make getting that desired piece a lot easier because you're guaranteed the basic stat. You just gotta hope that you roll good advanced stats. Overall though, if you have been doing this daily, you're able to buy 30 stamina, so you get 15 attempts at this. So that should hopefully get you some good stamps for your characters, and then you're also going to be getting 10 of these per run to then create more stamps. And remember, if you did the trial tower, you should have plenty of those. So this is overall just making gear farming a lot easier and a lot more bearable despite the RNG factor. So another really cool system currently going on right now is seen in the Stamp Corridor game mode, where right now, whenever you hit the rainbow box, the pity, I guess we can call it, and remember, with the recent update, you can select what you want with a certain chance of it appearing. But for the next 20 days, every time you do hit pity, you are going to get a point. And once you hit 2 points, you then get to select any core stamp you want. So again, another great system for you to make your main character better. Perfect timing too. Let's say you summoned on the rerun banner that just started the day. You summoned Aizen, you summoned Gin. Now you want to get their core stamps. Well, in the next 20 days, you are guaranteed those core stamps. You just have to hit the pity system, the rainbow box, 4 times within 20 days. And remember, when you hit the rainbow box, because of the updated system that we did get a few weeks ago, you know, there's the chance you get it from the 20%. Maybe it gets higher as you fail to get it. But there's the chance you get your desired core stamp, and then you can select another one that you're missing. Maybe this is a great opportunity to go for duplicates as well. And while spending your corridor keys, you might even get the core stamp from a lucky drop. So right now is a great time to spend your stamina, but you might want to hold off because keep in mind, the core stamp of the next limited character, that being Nelio, will be added on the 20th. So really impressive, by the way. They just outright tell you that they're adding it. I feel like most games will try and hide that fact. So me personally, I'm saving my stamina, my corridor keys until the 20th with the Nelio release, and then I'm going to dump it all then and make sure I get access to those 2 guaranteed core stamps. Besides this 1 core stamp that I'm missing that I definitely do not need, I do have access to every core stamp, so there's a great opportunity to get the ones you're missing or to get duplicates of the ones that you are currently using, like for example, Kenpachi's, Aizen, Gins for example. So again, a really cool system, and it's kind of crazy to think that basically this time last month, the biggest controversy in this game was the fact that the Stamp Corridor game mode is too RNG heavy, and now look where we're at. Absolutely insane to get this much of a difference in just 1 month span. Now after that, we have a new event going on right now, kind of crazy for an off week. Because, you know, the new events aren't starting till next week with Nelio. But we have Hueco Mundo Showdown. In this case, you can get upwards to 800 Spirit Jades. We can also get more leveling material and also Stamp Nexus items again. Love to see those. You can get the Stamp Nexus items specifically through the ranking event. And with that, we're also getting more imaginary fragments. So it feels like right now the dev team is just showering us with those items. Therefore, again, making the gear farming a lot more bearable. Now, I haven't attended the quest just yet, but I believe this game mode is going to work like Unknown Adventure. I guess we're about to find out, but all you have to do is just clear the stages for the most part. In the outer Las Noches and in the inner Las Noches, and you are getting overall 800 Spirit Jades. Let's just attempt it. Right now, we have the slash damage bonus, and then we also do have the thrust damage bonus next week. There is also a point record where we can get even more rewards, so this is where the remaining rewards are going to come from. Can also get an extra bit of gold if you do get up to 100,000 points, but I am liking the extra EXP items that we can get. So this, I believe, is actually very similar to a very old event that was in the pre-alpha test. So from my knowledge, we want to do the challenges, and then we get to attempt the final boss fight. And within each challenge, there are going to be goals that you want to fulfill to get the most points. So right now, we want to deploy a slash character. We want to take less than 20 hits, but we also want to make sure we defeat 3 enemies using a counterattack. And keep in mind, there is a daily limit, so you have to make sure you are doing this daily. So I guess having eyes on the team might make this a little bit easier because you can automatically allow your characters to use their counter upon switching, but it seems like we're going to get a lot of enemies here that are just going to instantly start doing attacks. There's already 3 enemies down from the cleanse, so we should be good to go, right? Yeah, we've already defeated 3 enemies. We've already deployed a slash character. All we have to do now is finish the quest. All right, so it does seem like there is an end goal. Took me a minute overall to beat it. We did get all the extra points there, and we also did get the 2,000 score. So let's record our points, and our characters get locked. Hold on now. Okay, so from the looks of it, locking your characters doesn't mean anything. It just locks in the score. So after beating the first one, we do now get strategy points where we can get potential upgrades. So in this case, the very first one, our entire team gets 5,000 extra HP. That's quite a lot, to be fair. This one is 500 extra attack. That's also a good amount. We have increased battlefield skill damage by 35%. Then we also have increased ultimate damage. And this goes on for quite a while, to be fair. It makes you wonder how difficult the final fight is going to be if we do need all these particular buffs. So with that said, we've gone ahead and done the first 4 stages, and with that, we've now been able to unlock all these strategy rewards. It seems like you're not able to get the max amount of points by doing every single one, but this right now, I believe, does give me the most amount of points. And it does say in the bottom right, our estimated score in the final elite stage. So we have all of these strategies active. Most of them are giving us buffs, but others are actually increasing the difficulty, but I think it should be relatively fine. So let's jump into it. I'm using this team right here again. Let's see how it does go. Let me go back into Keyskate to reset the crit damage boost. And then that way we can get off the eyes and ult once more. And potentially get the max damage bonus. Here we go. Oh, we finished it. Never mind. Okay, good to know. So it took me 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In total, 87,000 score. I'm kind of covering it, but you can see 43,000 total points with a 200% multiplier. That is personally what I did get. Right now, though, where does that put me in the ranking? Did I do horrible? Surely not, right? But actually, that does get us the entire max store reward. You do want to get 100,000 points, which seemingly we did do, so that's actually good to see. 400 Spirit Jades, 20 EXP for characters and also weapons, and then we also get a decent amount of gold. And then with that, We got all the rewards, so pretty good to see that you only have to do this pretty much once. Essentially once right now, and then once again for the within Las Noches, and then you can get all the rewards. That does right now put me second place. Pretty cool to see, actually. But someone got higher than me? Okay, maybe I picked the wrong boss here, but hey, we take number 2 right now. Now, after that, we do have more content in the game because now we have access to a new permanent game mode for release. The idea for this, if you've played a game like Wuthering Waves, for example, is that it's a boss-type game mode, something that you want to challenge yourself to be. If you can't beat it right now, it's not that big of a deal because you're not missing out on any rewards. They are here to stay. Each boss is going to have 6 different difficulties with increasing difficulty, and each is going to give 50 Spirit Jades and also 1 Stamp Nexus. So in total, per boss fight, you are getting 300 Jades, 6 Stamp Nexus. There are currently 3 boss fights that you can do right now, with 3 getting added in 2 days and more coming in the future. So really cool idea, I will be honest. And they are actually quite challenging. So right now for me, where duplicates do matter. Let's just clarify that straight away. Duplicates do matter, right? If you have dupes, you should be able to beat this relatively easy. But for the most part, the first 5 difficulties are relatively easy. Only when you get to the 6th difficulty does it become a bit of a challenge. But I think from the sounds of it, they do give you limited characters that seem to be worked on. So let's actually go ahead and try that. So I believe in this case, you aren't punished for not having a good account. You should be able to actually beat all these challenges. But when you use a trial character, you are excluded from the ranking event, which again, isn't that big of a deal. You don't get rewarded for it. So if you actually just want to get all the rewards and also try maybe a character or team you don't have access to, it seems like they let you do that here and have some fun. Let's see what the trial team is looking like and can we beat it. If we can, that's pretty good. And in a way, this is a free-to-play event. I mean, if you can build your own characters, great. You can flex in the ranking event. If not, not that big of a deal. So this is actually a duped out Aizen, which I don't have on my account. So I'm actually not sure how this plays. But I guess I get to try out a team that I don't ever really get to play with at this level, because my character's a B0. So pretty cool of them to allow us to do that. And let's see how fast we can clear. Or more so, I guess, let's see if we actually can clear. So having a duped out Aizen is actually very good for the rotations. You get to use his battlefield skills so many times. Back into Toshiro. Uses a Tensou Jurin attack. So once you defeat the first enemy, or this first wave, now we get the small mob, or the lower body. They start attacking separately. There are buffs in this, so once you do use an ultimate, you do gain a 100% damage boost for 10 seconds. But once you defeat one of the enemies, because again there are 2 of them, they do take 100% less attack or something like that. They become a lot more tankier. Oh, let's dodge that. Back into Toshiro. So hopefully we can damage both of them here, because the enemy is sitting at the back. Hold on, did I mess up? Good damage. Can we do it? Oh, stinky. Stinky. That was horrible. That could have easily been like 10 mil damage. It's fine though. If we can beat it even though I'm making mistakes, that's a good sign to see, you know? But eventually, over time, you are going to want to be with your own characters. Because I believe they do mention you get medals. Just for, again, flexing purpose. Let's use Hado 90 again. So I think this is the part where you have to be a bit careful. So did I hit anyone there? We want to make sure we parry these attacks. And also do damage at the same time if we can. Okay, back to Aizen. Hado 90 again. Into Momo. Back into Toshiro. Are we good on time right now? We have a minute and 30. One of them is about to go down. And I think if we can, we want to kind of kill both at the same time. So one went down now. Hado 90 goes off. Switch into Momo. Oh, and we beat it. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. So I think you actually probably want to use this team if you can, because the idea is that you do want to kill both of them at the same time. We cleared it in a minute and 30, and we do get the rewards, right? Yeah, really cool. Really cool system. So if you can, pay attention to the Reishi environment buffs, because again, you do get 100% more damage after using ultimate. At least for this one, with Grimmjow and Yami, it is different. But upon defeating an enemy, the remaining enemy gained a 100% attack and interruption resistance. So we got lucky there. Maybe it's designed with the team that we were using that we did kill both at the same time. But that's really cool, actually, that you can just use the trial characters and get all the rewards day one. So if you don't care about the ranking and you don't care about the challenge aspect, you can just use the trial characters. But if you do want to get on the leaderboard and get the medals, I guess the flex, you do want to use your own characters. And then lastly, because that's not all, we also do have an update to the adventure game mode, in case you aren't already aware, because they don't really announce it or give you any kind of indication that there is a new one. We do have access to the trial arc right now, where there is more content to do, more spirit jades to get. Clearing each chapter gives you 300. You can also get more corridor keys here. Also, spirit jades for clearing each quest, but a few days ago we did get the second chapter. Today we do have chapter 3 and 4, so more spirit jades. There's so much to do right now over on Bleach Soul Resonance. W update, W dev team, W game. W game. Let me know what you like to think about all the stuff that we did get today. Reminder that we also do have the, maintenance reward, 400 spirit jades, and also the selector SSR, where you get any character of your choice. So, amazing time to be playing Bleach Soul Resonance. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.